Jesus has been a topic in our history that's never been black or white. Now there's a film out that questions Leonardo da Vinci's interpretation of Jesus and the universal acceptance of him as a light-skinned, blue-eyed male. In the new movie, Color of the Cross, Jesus is portrayed as a black Jew, but the filmmaker explains it's not what the messenger looks like that's important, it's the message itself. Joining us now is the star of Color of the Cross, filmmaker Jean-Claude Lamar. Mr. Lamar, thanks for being with us. Tell me the basis on which you've decided to make Jesus black.
I think it's an important film. Color of the Cross, I think, comes at a poignant time in our development as a nation. We're experiencing conflict, not just here domestically, but obviously overseas.
But is this historically accurate?
I think one would surmise that Jesus is probably a lot darker in his complexion than has been previously portrayed. I think we're a little more historically accurate than, let's say, someone like Mel Gibson was in Passion of the Christ. But again, color is not the issue here. What is the issue is the message.
Well, is color the issue? Because is it true, and do you contend that race was one of the issues Jesus was persecuted?
We believe that race in this film is used as a metaphor for Jesus' station in life. We believe that he would have been a member of the disenfranchised, a member of the lowly class. He did not come as a high-ranking member of his community. He came as a member of the populace.
But was he persecuted because of race? Is that one of the reasons he was persecuted?
Well, we know that his message fundamentally is why he was persecuted, his radical interpretation of the Torah. But one could surmise that quite possibly the source of the message, the messenger himself, being a dark-skinned Jew, may have contributed to Jesus' death, yes.
Well, if that's true, if Jesus was persecuted for being a black Jew, weren't black Jews his tormentors as well? Because weren't they then also black Jews who were there, in addition to Romans? Absolutely.
And that is why this is not an issue of race. That's my point exactly. He was persecuted by his own. And so, as you state accurately, everyone during that time in that region would have been of darker skin.
I want to put up on our screen, the Discovery Channel a few years ago did a piece on this, and they showed a likeness of Jesus. I don't know if you can see it where you are, and this is what they claim Jesus looked like doing computer digital work. Is this your perception?
He was, yes, somewhere in that neighborhood, yes. And you know, I'm sure they will attest that that's not a 100% accurate depiction of Jesus, but we know he was a darker skinned, yes.
You say that the purpose of this movie, Jean-Claude, is to tell a traditional story, focusing in on the 48 hours, the last 48 hours of Christ's life, as told in the Gospels. Yet and in your version, you say race contributes to his persecution. Where in the Gospels are you referring?
This film is a fundamentally American film.
I didn't ask that.
It's a film that aims to challenge paradigms. It is, as I like to put it, it is the ultimate display of democracy.
Jean-Claude, that has nothing to do with my question. You said that it's on the 48 hours, that it's based on the gospel, and that part of the story in this version, that race contributes to his persecution. Where in the Gospels, where this is supposed to come from, do you refer?
Well, we believe, again, that this film is not, at the end of the day, about race. This film is about a message.
But you say race contributes to the persecution, and you say it's based on the gospel. I'll ask again, where in the gospel are you referring?
I'm going to respond again and say to you that we believe that this film is not about color at the end of the day. It's about the message. You know, I don't know if you're a Christian yourself. Are you a Christian?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have a picture of a black Jesus hanging on your wall?
No, I do not. I don't have a picture of Jesus on my wall anywhere.
Okay. My point exactly. That at the end of the day, there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of households, black households, where a white Jesus is hanging on the wall.
I don't have a picture of Jesus in any color.
We take a break. We thank you for being with us. And coming up, Nancy Pelosi.